Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do like an everyday natural look, like something you can wear just every day. Like if you don't want to do like a full glam, that's me. I do this look like almost every time I do my makeup, which I don't really do my makeup that much because I don't work, so I really don't, unless I go somewhere like grocery store, like it doesn't matter. Like I still do my makeup because I want to look presentable, I guess. But this is like an everyday look that you could do. It's all natural colors. It's very neutral. It's not too like woo. The only thing that's kind of like I would say like wow is the lashes. But the first palette I'm gonna use, it's the Tartelette in Bloom by Tarte, and it looks like this. And the first color I'm gonna use is this top one, and it's called Charmed. And I'm just gonna get like a little flat kind of puffy brush. This is from Sephora. I have a whole, like, not a whole collection, but it comes with 5 brushes, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 brushes, and it comes like that. Um, I really like this set because like, they, like, really work. Okay, so I'm gonna go on my charm. Actually, first, before we do any of that, I'm like, ooh, I'm actually gonna prime my eyes. Um, I use this. It's by Belif, and it's a moisturizing eye balm. Sorry, can't talk. Um, it looks like this. You can see that, and you could actually put this like on your eyes. You could put it on your lips. I mean, you could use it for about anything, but I just put it on the bottom of my eyes and the lid of the eyelids. Still have a little bit of like eyelash glue from yesterday. Like that. And then I'm just going to put some on my lips. I don't know if any of y'all have that problem, but I have the problem like where my lips get like really dry throughout the day. And so like I just kind of throw just like a little moisturizer on them to kind of moisturize. But I always start with my eyes first. I never used to start with my eyes first, but I found out it was like really good to start with your eyes first because when you start with your eyes first, you have like a lot of fallout. So then you can just take it away with a big like fluffy brush, kind of like this, or even like this one. I know I need to clean my brushes. Um, but then like when you put your foundation on, it won't be sitting under your foundation the whole time. So anyways, we're gonna go back to the puffy brush and go into Charm. You can tap it off, you don't have to because it's just a transition shade. So you always want to start with a transition shade because it's like the first layer on your eyelid, and um, it's like the base basically, and you can build off that base to a different, like whatever color you would want. Um, so I always go up to like my eyebrow, that, go the other eye, like that. So then I go in with a tapered brush. Now I'll show you what that is. This is a tapered brush, so like it comes to a point. This is really good for the outer corner to the crease. It's really good. I like it. Like I said, like even with a natural eye, you can even go a little dark on the inner corner and go to the crease. I'm not going to do that today because I'm not really in the mood for dark colors right now. But I'm going to go in with this top shade right here, and it's called Jet Setter. This one right here, right next to the transition shade that I used. So I'm going to go with that one. And I'm going to go like this and start on my inner corner, and I'm going to go follow on my crease, which I'm just going to tap it on. I'm not really going to like brush it. Just going to tap it on there. Like I said, I'm not really trying to do like a smoky eye here. I want it neutral. I'm going to get my fluffy brush, just a regular fluffy brush. This is a blending brush, and I'm going to blend. Because you don't want any harsh lines up here because it looks tacky. Blend, blend, blend. That is literally like the biggest key of doing makeup is blending. Now I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used for my transition shade. And I'm going to go back into Jet Setter. And I'm going to just go over my whole lid. This is going to be like an easy look today. Like that. Like I said, you're going to have a lot of fallout and just swish it away. Go back in with your blending brush and blend your life away. You really don't need a heavy hand for this. I mean, you don't use a heavy hand for anything. You always want to use a light hand to blend or to put eyeshadows on in general. You just really want a light hand. Okay. Like that. Okay, so sorry, I'm like cleaning my brush with this. It's actually a instantly remove shadow color from makeup brushes. And it's like a little sponge in there that you just clean it off with. But I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Smarty Pants. This one right here. And I'll also put that over my whole lid. Just kind of lighten it up a little bit. And still, you still have that smoky eye at the end, to kind of open your eye a little bit more. Okay. Now that I have that over my lid, I'm gonna go back in my blending brush and blend. Ooh, ooh. Drop the brush on the floor. You don't really want to blend up here. You just want to blend at the end so you don't have any like harsh lines at the outer corner of your eye. And when you're blending like this way, like up to your eyebrow bone, you really don't have any excess powders left on your brush, so it doesn't really come off, like it's already gone, basically, because like I said, you're just blending that color in and make sure there's no harsh lines. Yeah, so then your eye look's gonna look like that. It's just all natural. So I'm done with the eyes. Like I said, this is like an everyday look that you could use for every day. It doesn't take that long. You can also do your under eye, which that's what I'm going to do right now. Sorry, I'm trying to get the brush. So I'm going to go with my under eye. So I'm going to take this brush. It's like a little angled brush, kind of, not angled, but like a little poofy brush, but it's small enough that it could fit underneath your eyes. So I'm going to go back into that color Jet Setter, tap off the excess, and go right here under my eye. Go back in there. Like that. If you want to go darker, you can always go back in with a darker color. So I'm going to go in with Activist. Like that. I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and blend it out. I had an eyelash in my eyebrow, or my eyeball. So like that, you're going to blend it out. And go back into that color for the other eye. Like I said, I'm no professional. I taught myself. This is just the way that I put my eyeshadow on. You can do it however you want it. Alright. Now we're done with the eyes. Blowing all the powder away. So now that I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with a black liner, which this is from LA Colors. And I'm just going to go right here underneath my waterline. I always get stuff stuck in my eyeball. Like that. Go in with the other eye. Like that. Now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. And this is from NYX. It's called the Vinyl Liquid Liner. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like that. And I'm just going to go on my eyelash line and bring the mirror closer to me so I can see. So you just start at the inner corner, kind of, not the inner corner, but almost to the inner corner, and just stay on your eyelash line. Like I said, I'm no professional. This is just how I do my makeup. You could do it any way how you want. go. You got your eyeliner on. Now I'm going to go in with my mascara. This is also from Tarte. That palette was also from Tarte too. I don't know if I said that in the middle front first of the video, but this is also from Tarte. It's called the Tartist, and it looks like this. Literally, I love this mascara. It actually coats your lashes really good and makes them look really full, but I mean, I have full lashes, but I like to wear fake eyelashes because it kind of gives you more in depth in your eyes and it makes it look good. And it makes your eyes pop more. So you always want to start at the root of your eyelashes to coat them really good. Like that. Go to the other eye. Like that. So, we're going to go in with lashes. These are the lashes I'll be using. They're also, oh, well, one's falling. They're also by Tarte. And the name of them are called Goddess. The packaging looks like this. I love these lashes. Like, hands down, the bomb. I'm looking for my tweezers. I found some, but where are my silver ones? Oh, they're right in front of me. Right here. I'm a dork. Okay, so. And with falsies, you always want to make sure you cut them to where they fit your eyelashes, because if you don't, oh my god, you're going to have the corner of the eyelash like in the inner corner of your eye, and you're going to be blinking. It's going to bother you all day, and you're just going to want to rip them off. I learned that the hard way. And this eyelash glue is also from Tarte. Um, it actually sticks like really good. It's called Tarteist Pro, and it looks like this. And I'll show you what the packaging look like. Okay, here's the packaging. It looks like this, and it's in the color black. I mean, you can use any eyelash glue you want. I use black because it actually blends it in with my eyeliner, and you can't even tell that I have anything like that on. So we're going to start with this eye first. I always blow it until it's like tacky. I usually let my eyelash sit on like the table or whatever, and then I'll go in to do something like my foundation or something and go back in with my lashes, but I thought I would just do my eyelashes first and get it over with. But I blow it just until it's tacky. And I'll bring the mirror in closer. And I go into the middle to make it stick in the middle, and then I go on the side at the inner corner. And I'm going to go to sorry, that was the outer corner. I'm going to go into the inner corner. Make sure that sticks down. Go back. And make sure you don't poke your eye out either. Like that. So then you just kind of push your eyelashes with the fake ones so they can stick together and they can blend in. I usually go in like at the end and blend them together. Alright, and then you're going to get the other one. And you want to put the eyelash glue right on the band of the eyelash. I remember when I first started wearing falsies, it was so hard to get the glue on the eyelash band because I didn't have like a brush like this. I had the Duo glue, and it was hard because like when you squeeze, the Duo glue comes out of a tube. Sometimes it comes like this, but then you also have that Duo glue that comes out of a tube. And every time you would squeeze it, like a lot would come out. So I end up just putting some on the back of my hand and getting like the back of your tweezers and putting it on there. And go like the same thing you did on the other one. Go into the inner corner, into the middle, go to the outer corner, make sure those stick. Alright, like that. So I'm going to go in on my bottom lashes with the mascara and then just coat the bottom. I kind of just go down and kind of wiggle because sometimes you get the black underneath your eye. And then you got to go back in with a Q-tip and get it off. There we go. Now we're going to go in the other eye. Like that. Alrighty then. So the eyes are done. The eyes are all done, so now we're going to go on to the face. So the primer that I'm going to use, well, first you're going to moisturize your face, which I use this, it's by Fresh. It's called the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. You always want to use a moisturizer before it, so it looks like that, before you prime and do anything else, because my face has been like really dry. I mean, it all depends like what you want to do. But basically I like to moisturize so I have, you know, my face all prepped and moisturized. Like I said, I used to never ever take care of my skin. Ever. And I'm never really broken out either. Like I would break out here around my like nostrils every now and then, and I would kind of like break out a little bit right here. But never like bad enough where I had to like, you know, use Proactiv or anything that serious. But ever since I started doing a skin routine on my face, oh my god, like my face, I've always gotten compliments about my face, like, oh, you have beautiful skin. I'm just like, wow, I didn't even know that I did, you know. But the primer I'm going to go in with, it's by Hourglass. Looks like this. And it is the, let me get the box. It's the mineral oil-free broad spectrum with SPF in it. And it's actually, it says base mineral non-greasy. And it's from Hourglass. I got it from Sephora. Um, you just you literally do not need that much at all. You literally need like a dime size on your finger. You're just gonna go like this and you're gonna prime your face. Like this. Okay, I just get the rest and alright, now that your face is primed, you're gonna go in with your foundation. Now I use this one. I use a lot of foundation. Like I use different foundations, so I don't use the same one like every single day. I always switch it up all the time. One of my favorite foundations, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's one of actually my all-time favorites besides the Fenty. I also like the NARS Sheer Glow foundation because like even when you're like there's some days that you're like really dry. NARS is actually like a moisturizing foundation that moisturizes your skin throughout the day and doesn't make you look dry. This one is from Tarte. It's Rainforest of the Sea and it's a water foundation. It looks like this. So we're gonna go in with this one, which I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand. There is some people that just um, you really don't need that much, but this thing's not wanting to come out because it's new, so I haven't used it. I have a beauty blender. I use a beauty blender to blend it out my foundation. I also have a foundation brush it's for Tarte, or it's from Tarte. It's for that foundation. But I've always liked using a beauty blender better. It just goes on a lot smoother. So I get it on the back of my beauty blender and I just tap it on my face and I just blend it out like this. And you want to tap. You don't want to like go like this because it's not going to look, you know, it's going to look like you just kind of it's going to look like you have like streaks in your face. So I just tap it out. You want to get your ears too so it looks blended. Like this. You're going to need more foundation. Ooh, that was a lot, but it's okay. So we're going to go in back with it, go on this side. And you're probably thinking, she missed a spot. Well, I'm going to go in and make sure it's all blended. Make sure there's no spots missing. And there's sometimes that I go back in with the brush and kind of like blend it out more, but you could tell when you use a beauty blender if you missed some spots or if you didn't. So I go like right here on my jawline. I really don't go down my neck anymore because, I mean, I will just to make sure it's all blended in. But there's sometimes I don't have to. Because if you get a foundation that matches your neck, there's no point of going all the way down your neck. You can go to Sephora and get colored matched and they'll tell you like what foundation's your color and everything else. And in Sephora, what they do is they get a foundation and they match it from your neck to your face. So like the color of your neck, they match. Sometimes, not all the time, but because your arms, like if you try to color match with your arms are a different color than your face. I've noticed that because I tried to put foundation on my arm one time and I tried to match it on my face. And girl, let me tell you, it was a different color on my face than it was my arm. Like it literally did not match my face at all. All right, you want to make sure it's all blended. You just go in with the extra foundation and just kind of touch up some spots you might have missed. Your arm gets tired after a while because like you're patting so much, but you end up getting used to it after a while. And I just get the extra and I just go down. You're almost done. All right, all done. I got some foundation on my lip rings. Now we're going to go in with our concealer. I use the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and this is a concealer that you could wear even without foundation, and it'll still look good. So I just kind of like put a little bit right here. I don't go too bad or too much because you don't really need that much. I mean, there's some people that do underneath their eye, down the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, their chin, and right here in their T-zone. I don't. I just go under my eye. And I go down the bridge of my nose. Like that. You're probably thinking like, oh, that's not a neutral, look or whatever. The eyeshadow, like, is kind of neutral for me. I mean, you can go totally natural and you don't even have to wear lashes. Like, you could wear this look without lashes, like, it wouldn't matter. So, now I'm going to go in with a setting powder and set that. I use the Laura Mercier. Um, it's translucent powder. And I go in and I just get it on my sponge, like an angle sponge, and I just tap it. Like this. I mean, you don't really need any much because, like the concealer, it says creaseless, but I just always set my concealer no matter what the case may be. And I always set like the inner corner or the inner of my nostril because I also, I crease right there and I get really dry right there. And then you can also go up the bridge of your nose up to your forehead and your T-zone. Basically where you get oily, which I get oily like in my T-zone area, that's where I do my powder. Like I bake. Not necessarily bake, but yeah. So now I'm going to go into contouring, and I'm going to use the Tarteist Pro Glow and Blush palette. It's by Tarte. So it looks like this. And then you just open it up, this. And we're going to use that top shade right here. And I'm going to go in with this brush. It's from Sephora. It's 201. It's got the powder brush and the blush brush. And I'm going to use the blush brush, which I use this brush for blush. I use it for contour, and I use it for highlight. Yeah. It's like a multi kind of brush. So you're just going to go on the right here, and you're going to blend and blend and blend and blend until it looks good of how you want it. Most girls like a lot of bronzer. I don't really like a lot of bronzer. I just like to look kind of bronzed a little bit. Not too much. I'm going to go back on the other side and do the same thing. And you're just going to blend and blend and blend. Because you don't want any harsh lines, like I said in the beginning. With your eyeshadow, you never want any harsh lines on anything. Alright, like that. Now I'm going to do my forehead, which I've never done my forehead, like, ever. The whole time I've been doing makeup. I never contoured my forehead because it just, I don't know, I just never really did. But now that I've been doing it, it's actually really pretty. Now we're going to go on a draw line. Like that. And you want to tap off the excess because you get a lot of bronzer on there. So I'm going to look up because you really can't do it on that side, but I'm going to go under my chin also. Like this. Alright, now we have that done. Now I'm going to go in with my blush, which I'm going to use kind of this peachy shade right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. Tap it in, tap the excess off, and go on my cheeks. Like that. Tap it off, go back onto my cheeks on the other side. Go down the bridge of my nose. Now you're going to go into your highlight, which I'm going to use this shade right here, or this color. It's a highlight. I'm going to go right here. Like that, on the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow. And then we're going to go on with a smaller brush so we can kind of get into the inner corner of, not the inner corner, but your brow bone. So I'm going to go in with this brush. It's also from Sephora, and it's actually magnetic. Make it stand up like this. Your brow bone. Nose. And Cupid's bow. Alright. We're done with that. So now we're going to go in with our brows, which I use the Tarte. It's by Tarte, and it's the waterproof brow pencil, and I'm in the color medium brown. Looks like this. It's got a spoolie and then the color on both ends. I just kind of brush up a little bit like this, go in with the color. And remind you, I don't really, I guess, line out my eyebrows because I really don't need to. I really have really pretty eyebrows. I just fill them in just a tad bit, not too much, because I really don't need it. But I just color in the front, not too much, because like I said, I really don't need the color. Or, I mean, I really don't need too much. And I just go on my eyebrow. Like this. Like I said, I technically don't need this because I've had a lot of compliments on my eyebrows. They're so pretty, you have a nice shape. And I never really believed anybody when they say it. But now that I've actually like worked with them, I really do have a nice shaped eyebrow. I guess thanks to my mom, huh? Color the front of them in like that and work your way like this. Like I said, this is just my technique. For me, you could do how you ever want it. However your little heart desires. Brush them out like this. All done with our brows. Now we're going to go in with our lips, which I use this lip liner. It's from Huda and it's Bombshell. And I usually line my lips with it, but I've actually been filling my lips in with it. Like that. Now we're all done. Now we're going to set it. And I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Don't be stingy. Here we go. Now we're all done. This is the final look. Thank you so much for watching.